In computer science, the understanding of data structures is essential. A data structure is a specialized arrangement of data that is stored and organized to suit a specific purpose. The most common example of a data structure, which you all probably know already, is an array. Some of you may have even come across a dynamic data structure, such as a linked list. But today we will be looking at a more advanced data structure known as a hash table, also known as a hash map. But before looking at hash tables, let's go back and take a look at arrays in more detail. Arrays are data structures that store a single type of data contiguously in memory, which means that data is stored adjacent to each other in memory. This means that arrays have a fixed size. Since data is stored contiguously, a certain fixed amount of memory must be allocated for the array. Therefore, we call an array a static data structure. Data in an array can be directly accessed through its index. Hence, the access time of an array is constant time, meaning it does not depend on the size of the array or the number of elements. So what is a hash table? A hash table is an array associated with a function, known as a hash function. The hash function takes in data, known as the key, and outputs an integer, known as the hash value. The hash value maps the key to a certain index in the hash table. The hash function is used to both store the data at a particular index in the hash table and also to find the index of a particular data in the hash table. For this reason, the hash function needs to be consistent so that it outputs the same hash value for the same keys. The hash function also needs to be unique so that each key is mapped to a unique hash value. And finally, the hash function should uniformly distribute the data across the size of the hash table. So why is the hash table useful? It can be used when speedy insertion, deletion, and search is the priority. All ideal hash tables can accomplish each of these tasks in constant time. In a world where data is constantly multiplying, efficient data structures is essential to organize and store all the data. Thank you for listening.